What was the song?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It is Window Seat by Erykah Badu. Do you know that song?
I do.
So, funny enough, the way I was introduced to that song is because it was in the Sex and the City 2 movie, and I used to download all movie soundtracks, and that song is in the movie and on the soundtrack. But I became obsessed with that song because I became obsessed with the lore of the music video. Are you familiar with the music video?
I didn't know there was a music video.
She went to Dealey Plaza where John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and she like stripped as she walked to the place.
Oh, this is the one where she get naked?
Yes.
Yes, I am aware.
And like they didn't apply for a permit. It was just a one-shot, like guerrilla film style, make it happen. There were like families around, and I remember reading a quote once where she just hoped that they understood she had good intent as the children watched her strip to the site of the Kennedy assassination.
Why?
I miss artists being artists.
Erykah Badu is, if nothing else,
an artiste.
An artiste. Can you imagine
anyway, I'm
walking
keeping
down
that
the street
song.
and
I do
Erykah
enjoy
Badu
that song.
was just naked?
No. When's the last time Erykah Badu put out new music?
I feel like she had something this year.
She's performing tonight in Seattle, Washington at the Showbox.
All right.
She had something this year?
I thought she did.
Huh.
Maybe she was on a track with somebody. I can't remember.
It's hard to keep up. She's working on a new studio album, which would be her first studio album in 15 years.
Okay.
Scheduled to be released summer 2025. It's August 8th.
So it's out, isn't it? Like, am I making stuff up? I don't know.
I think you're making stuff up.
I'm exhausted.
It hasn't come out.
Okay. All right.
It's being produced by The Alchemist.
Okay. Good. Should be fun.
That's exciting. Happy Friday.
I'm running on fumes here, people.
I am also running on the fumes. The fumes, they are running.
I'm giving everything I have to this week.
Give it everything tonight.
I feel like you should be able to call in with, hey, I just can't.
I just can't.
Nothing's wrong.
I cannot. What's up, everybody? It is Friday, August 8th. It is going to be a good day because it's Friday. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, preseason football, WNBA action and drama, and the FedEx St. Jude Championship is a-rolling out at TPC South when CJ and I spent the day there yesterday. We'll get into some of our favorite things, what we saw. We will also do some Music Friday today as well, what we are listening to going into the weekend. Will Mariah Carey follow Katy Perry's footsteps and go to space? It's a Friday. You know what we say. Thank goodness for Friday. TGIF.
This is America.
Thank God for Friday.
Thank God.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yes.
It's Friday. It's not F.
The boys' mind.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Coach Thorpe, to his credit, also taught me, like, just simplify your game. Like, it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to do all the up and under stuff. Like, he always talks about getting to the second box. My biggest thing is just do what I can to make the right play. It doesn't, if it ends up in a shot, it does. If it ends up in a pass to an assist, it does. Shooting 72% is credit to, I guess the work I put in and my coach is helping me.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes me off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Look at Mississippi State's schedule. They are not going to be favored in a single SEC game.
They don't play
They are only going to be favored. Their over-under win total is 3.5. They are only going to be favored in 3 games this year. That'll probably be Southern Miss, Alcorn State, and Northern Illinois.
It's at Southern Miss, man. I don't know.
And it's at Southern Miss.
They might not be favored in that.
Right.
One.
You don't know what Brett Favre's done to the athletic department.
They have an awesome arena now.
Right.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? It is Friday. We have made it to the end of our
Jacob, are you
week.
okay?
Yeah, is everything okay down there?
Jacob, all right?
It's okay. It's been a long August, CJ. It's August 8th. I know. I looked, I was like, surely we're close to getting paid. And then I said, no, it's August 8th. We've got a whole other week. Exciting times. Football's back on our televisions. WNBA last night was full of a little intrigue. And CJ and I spent yesterday at the FedEx St. Jude Championship out at TPC Southwind. Round 2 is already up and running early this Friday. But CJ and I headed out to the course after we wrapped up with work yesterday. The leader after day 1, Akshay Bhatia, is the leader in the clubhouse, fired off a 62 in the first round, just one shot off the course record at TPC Southwind. He is 23 years old. He made his first PGA Tour start when he was 17. He is ranked 45th in the FedEx Cup standings. CJ and I did not see him yesterday because it is frankly impossible to see every single golfer out on the course.
I mean, you pick a hole. I figured out the hole.
You're right. We'd go with the different strategy.
Yeah, go to 4. Is it the 4th hole with all the trees that you sit under?
There's a couple holes with all the trees that you sit under. The 4th hole, the 14th hole.
The 4th is the one I'm thinking of.
The 14th had those nice chairs.
Oh, I forgot about the chairs at 14.
I've been thinking about the chairs.
Yeah, and the beer situation, Birdie
Yes.
$5 beers.
That's where I would park. If I was general admission looking for a place to sit on one hole and one hole only and watch everybody come through, it would be on 14. And CJ and I just happened to end up on 14. I was out there getting some content for the tournament throughout the day, and I wanted to go check out Birdies and Bubbles because they have one of the best pieces of food on the course, which is this chicken sandwich from...
Huge.
I always forget
It's huge.
their full name.
Huge.
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 It's the guys from Andrew Michael's Italian Kitchen and Catherine and Mary's, and they've had this chicken sandwich for a couple years. It's so good. I've had it before. I had to go up to a stranger and ask if I could take a video of their chicken sandwich, and to that person's credit, he said, yeah, do you want me to open it? And I was like, Thank you, kind sir. But we just happened to be on the 14th hole when Scottie Scheffler was coming back through, who we had followed for the entire front nine. And Scottie Scheffler birdied 14. And when a golfer birdies 14 this year, they slash beer prices to $5 for 5 minutes. So I got to see it in action, and people just get up and they put a little timer on the screen because they have big TVs. So if you choose to sit there, it's in the shade. It was cooler in that area than CJ and I sweating our booties off on the rest of the course. And if you're just want a place to hang out and potentially be able to take advantage of cheaper drinks, that is your pro tip if you are planning to go out to TPC Southwind over the weekend. But CJ and I just flew through 14. We, for the most part, followed Scottie Scheffler, best golfer in the world, through the front nine of the course. I didn't really expect to do that. I wanted to see him tee off at 12:45. That was right around when we got there. And the kind folks over at FedEx St. Jude Championship had given us access to one of the pavilion tents. So we popped in there, got some waters, got a beverage to take out on the course, got some fire pepperoni pizza. If you were in the St. Jude Pavilion, eat the pepperoni pizza because it was crispy and the pepperonis were perfect. But then we went and watched Scottie tee off. And next thing I knew, I was like, well, let's just walk the whole front nine with Scottie Scheffler, because how many chances do you have to watch the best golfer in the world at like arm's length? And that might be a little hyperbolic, but you're pretty, like, I always forget just how close you can get to these guys. I always get really nervous that I'm going to make too much noise. Like something's going to happen. Like what if you dropped your phone as they were in their backswing and you messed up their round? Like what if you were responsible for Scottie Scheffler's bad day? That always gets me a little nervous. What if I had to cough? What if I was like, ugh?
Just hold it in. Just wait. And they take so long to stroke the ball.
They
There's
are
a whole lot of
pros.
this action. A lot of this. Till you move over here and you look. Till you come over here and you look. Then you're spinning around for some reason. I'm like, yo, my guy, my arms I'm not conditioned to hold a phone like this. The camera is shaking now because my arms are tired. It's like, yo, just hit the ball, please. Just hit the ball.
The putts are the worst.
Oh.
Scottie especially. Scottie is so like scientific with the approach to putting because he'll go to where his ball marker is, and then he goes like 5 feet behind it and practices, and then he goes like 10 feet behind it and practices, and then he goes like 15 feet behind it and practices, and then goes back and puts his ball down, and then reevaluates the whole thing, and then finally putts.
After the second time he did that, I was like, okay, all right. Because I was like, yo, why is he backing up all the way back here? His ball isn't back here, is it? Is it? I'm so confused.
I was trying to get video, and at one point, it took so long that my phone overheated in the process, and it just shut down on me. It was like, you need to cool your phone down. Put it away. Put it away, sweetheart. This isn't going to work.
Who else did we see?
We saw Tommy Fleetwood, who's in second after the first round. He's one stroke off the lead.
Who was golfing with Fleetwood? Had that guy won a couple of majors?
Yes, why can't I think
I'm
of it
blanking
off
on
the top
his
of my
name.
head, me too.
Saw Tony Finau. Saw a bunch of known golfers. Bunch of good golfers.
It's the top 70 on the PGA Tour.
All right.
That's the thing that's so nice about the FedEx St. Jude Championship now, because I remember I was listening to Vernon talk about this earlier this week, and it's so true. Like when I first moved to Memphis and was covering what was then the FedEx St. Jude Classic, it was like an option for players. I can remember the days when people were just starving for Tiger Woods to say he was going to come play in Memphis. Like people were just so hopeful. But on a good year, like Phil Mickelson was the biggest name to come through, guaranteed to come through Memphis, and his gallery was always insane. Like
he
people
was so
loved
personable,
him. Yes.
And that's why people here loved him.
He signed all the balls.
I remember
interact with fans.
What year? Maybe 20. When did I meet you?
Probably like 2017, 2018.
That was the year. One of those years.
Yeah.
I was out there. I was on 4. He had hit it. Terrible shot into the trees.
Yeah.
And everybody was standing there. And there was a tree in his way. And he's doing the look at the ball and look at the angle, trying to figure some things out. And somebody, the fire truck is out there at Hooters. And Jacob, get that. And somebody just in the gallery goes, hey, Phil, are you going to go for it? And he's like, hell yeah. And everybody lost their minds.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Phil is
Because you're
a
so
dude.
close, you can talk
You
to
can talk
these
to 'em.
dudes.
Yeah,
You
and they hear you.
Yes.
Tony Finau smiled at me yesterday.
Where he be now?
I hit him with a Finau. Where he be now?
Did it feel
he smiled
good?
at me. Yes, it did.
Were you like, that's my coworker? I know him.
Exactly.
I know the origin of this.
We work in the same studio.
I dream to come up with just one sliver of cultural impact where like it extends outside of this little show and our wonderful chat. And
you've done that this week or last week. You're queen of the Philippines right now. I don't know if you know that. I don't know why you're just like shirking your responsibilities.
I'm pretty sure they think that I'm general manager of the Memphis Grizzlies because somebody sent me another full-blooded Filipino player who's just ready for the NBA profile
Ready
this
to
morning.
go. Let's go.
You're right. But I mean more in the standpoint of like a fun, kitschy... Tony Finau for the rest of his life, if you hear Tony Finau and you are... if you are a casual golf fan, your brain immediately goes, where he be now? Like, that is the impact of the Masters updates that have now followed and will follow Tony Finau forever. Vance Williams in the chat brought up my University of Kentucky John Calipari UK Disappearing Act. Yeah, but everyone forgot about that because then Princess Kate, why can't I think of her full name? Catherine, whatever it is. She's well now. Kate Middleton, thank you. She's well now, so it's okay. But the next day is when she announced that she was fighting through cancer, and that's why she had been a disappearing act in the United Kingdom. All that said, great time out at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. I did check out the Scotty's Chicken Shack. I made that a priority, the nod to Happy Gilmore 2, and they have the photo op with Scotty Scheffler in the jail cell, and most importantly, the chicken fingers are worth it. Like, I think they're $14, which is pricey for chicken tendies, but as a chicken tender connoisseur, I got the lemon pepper ones. There was a honey gold option that the woman said was less spicy, obviously because it's honey gold, not honey hot, and then a lemon pepper version that is spicier, and it wasn't aggressively spicy. It was just the right amount of kick. And they were worth it. They were good chicken fingers.
It was hot sauce and lemon pepper on it.
It was like a buffalo. It was like a Frank's Bay sauce with lemon pepper on top. And the fries were good. And the ranch was good. And you get that whole little combo.
$14 is not bad for concession food at an event.
Yes.
And water is available. They got a water fill station as well. What happened?
Oh, Michael Brewer in the chat brought up Kenny and the Jets, which is how I used to call highlights of Kenneth Gainwell touchdowns for the University of Memphis when I would do highlights at Local 24, and that's a real one because I agree. Kenny and the Jets should have taken off because I would do Kenny! It was a good time. Those were the days. I saw somebody ask, like, did we have fun because we had credentials or did we have fun because we were just there? We were just there. I didn't even pick up my media credential. We had tickets to the St. Jude Pavilion, which got us water for free. But the water on the course, because I was desperate at one point, we got separated. CJ had to do a hit for the odds couple. I don't even think I told you that. I just stood in front of a fan for like 5 minutes because I got a little hot and I was like a little concerned that I might be on my way down, and I ended up buying a water, which when you have access to free water, I'm very anti-spending my own money, but $2.20. Like $2.20 for a bottle of water on the course. And they have tons of fill-up stations too. So if you get one bottle, or I think you can even bring in an empty bottle and then fill that up around the way.
I didn't tell you.
Did you also almost die?
Well, no. Part of the reason why it took me so long to catch up was I ended up running into a buddy of mine from the way back. She was like, "Oh, I'm here. Let's catch up." It's like, okay, cool. I got like 5 minutes, and we caught up. And then I sprinted to try and catch up with you, and you said, "Hey, I'm on blah 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 hole." I was like, "Great. I see you. Don't move." And I look up, and Jessica moves, and there's a strange man walking with her. I can't see who the man is. I'm like, holy hell. This is going to be how the documentary starts. Like, I'm going to be like, yeah, I was on the golf course with her. I told her not to move. And then some stranger just absconded with Jessica Benson. Where's Jessica Jane? I was like, oh, I got to catch up to her. And then realized it was good friend Philip
It was our
Dean.
friend, Philip.
I really thought you were going to get kidnapped.
Okay, well, I thought you were going to wander off into the woods because the other part of yesterday is that we forgot to keep track of where we parked the car. And I say we because this was a team effort. We were both in the car as it was being parked. And surely one of us would have thought, hey, this is massive event parking. We're parking in just a wide open field. Maybe we should take note of what letter is on the pole closest to where we are parking this car. How long do you think we looked for the car? It felt like It felt like 10 minutes.
It might have been. It was somewhere between 5 and 10. It wasn't
We
quite
walked
10.
all the way down the first time and
It
then
wasn't
all
quite
the way
10.
back, and it ended up being closer to. But I was like, oh, because I got in the car. I couldn't find you amongst the cars.
'Cause I
I'm
was
like,
all
if
the way
he's gone,
down.
I'm gone because I'm turning the air conditioning on, and he's got one up and down before I am out of here. Attendance was pretty good. It's the Thursday, so it's
Thursday.
always the. So many people texted me about how was the attendance. I was like, I didn't know this many people were concerned about the attendance of the FedEx St. Jude Championship. I thought Scotty's gallery was pretty healthy for the Thursday, and I would assume if you want to see Scotty Scheffler, like if you want to follow him, that's your journey at some point this weekend, you better get there when he tees off, and you better get there like 15 to 20 minutes on the first tee box if you are passionate about seeing him with your own eyes and not just holding your phone as high as you can, trying to get like a down shot if you're down on the little hill behind there.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you can follow. People kind of trail around throughout the tournament, and you can figure it out along the way. But it was great. The course is in great shape, and it was like 95 degrees, and it wasn't awful. That's the best stamp I can give.
Almost took my shoes off. Almost took my socks off just
Almost
so I
took
could
your
feel
shirt off.
Feel the oh, I did.
The grass in your toesies?
Feel the grass in my toesies. But yeah, I came up out of the collar shirt. Once we left, yeah, I had to. That shirt is no more good. I might just throw it away. It's done.
I put my skirt was a rental, and it went right back in the bag.
Oh, not even
It was
gonna wash it?
No, you can't wash it.
Oh.
That's the best part.
Oh.
Why do you think I love? Part of the reason I love renting my clothes is that you're not responsible for washing them.
Oh my God.
Because it could ruin it.
Okay.
So you just plop it in. They take care of it.
Plop it.
Plop it right
and
in.
Plop it was because there was so much moisture on everything. But
My hair was just like matted to my forehead.
the hat I had yesterday. Oh,
I
it
should have
was.
worn a hat.
It was all types of
Yeah, it was a
white
different
around
color.
the rim. It was.
It had
Oh,
some
boy.
things.
Yeah.
Felt like it could grow spores
Could.
at any moment. All right, we'll take a break because when I got back from the golf tournament yesterday, the best thing in the world was on my television. Football. But it wasn't the best thing in the world because it was preseason football. Oh my God, I had to listen to the Homer Ravens broadcast on NFL Network. But I watched it. I saw Anthony Richardson go down live. We'll get the takeaways from the first day of preseason football in the NFL, some big WNBA action, as well as an update on a reported reason for the incidents that we have been seeing. I called it a crime ring and you made fun of me. You're right. And I think it's a crime ring. So we'll get into that after a quick break.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Poll has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
I guess so. From what
you guys don't sound too excited. It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
I want to be phone positive.
I want to be phone positive.
Or artists just making some paint up and they just
It's like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a thumbprint. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. Came home from the golf tournament yesterday, was smoking hot, was exhausted, was fatigued, but I still got in the gym because the grind don't stop. And Chris and I were trying to find something to watch while we were working out. Please, I complained about it every single second of every single moment. But we didn't want to watch a documentary. We didn't want to watch an episode of Abbott Elementary. And you know what we realized? Kicked off at 6 p.m. That's the time God intended for football to kick off, or any sporting event to kick off for that matter. But we got Ravens Colts, and I was like, yes, we get to watch the Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson showdown begin. Who will be QB1 in Indianapolis? And the broadcast came up, and like the first graphic came on, and it was the Ravens points of the game, like offensive points of the game. You know how they always have like the 3 on a broadcast, and then the analyst goes through like, these are the things I'm looking for. And one of them said, Copper Rush. I was like, what's Copper Rush? It's Cooper Rush. The graphics team, it's the preseason as well. Because it said Copper Rush, and then it was also on one of their defensive ones, it said swamp tackling. And I was like, ooh, what's swamp tackling? I'm interested in that. It's supposed to be swarm tackling. Like, I hate when I get swarm and swamp mixed up. But anyway, the broadcast was getting warmed up. The teams were getting warmed up in Baltimore.
It's pretty warm there. It's probably a lot of swamp ass up
there. That's what I figured.
So,
I was like, are
some
we
swamp tackling?
Remember,
like, you drive through and then you just get
exotic Smash Mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. For a second you said no, and I was like, how do you forget about exotic Smash Mouth football? So I thought swamp tackling was perhaps a distant cousin of exotic Smash Mouth football.
Who ran exotic Smash Mouth?
Who was the Titans coach? Mike Mularkey. He was all about that exotic Smash Mouth.
Oh my goodness.
It was a good time. Anyway, I'm watching Ravens Colts. And first of all, it just felt good to have football on the screen. Like, it's the preseason. We don't have to make it any more than it is. But I was thrilled to just have the sounds of football in my peripherals as I was doing some push-ups and pumping some iron and doing a normal old workout. And then all of a sudden, my head was down and Chris goes, oh God, Anthony Richardson just got crushed. And I was like, oh, that's too bad. And then sure enough, Anthony Richardson was dead. Dead before the competition began, but now he's back alive.
You can't kill him.
Well, he's not dead.
Okay.
He simply dislocated his finger.
Oh, that's fine.
Popped it out. I did see that it was bent in a very aggressive angle.
I mean, we've all dislocated fingers before. It's fine.
Yeah, mine was broken.
Listen, this one right here, this one will pop out from time to time. Pull it in. Dislocated that one, dislocated that one, dislocated that thumb. It's fine. Pop it back in and keep it moving. But it was the pinky.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not sure if they tape it, what effect that would have on the grip of the
I think usually
football.
It's just the thumb. That's like the worst. Like if your thumb is bad, That really affects the
So the
grip of
pinky, if the
football. I
pinky
think
don't matter,
pinky's
you're
okay.
fine.
I think
But
he's
I thought the
expected. I
pinky-
saw a
the pinky
report that
is
he's going to be
the-
back at practice.
The pinky is the first finger on the throw. So whatever.
Yeah. He got destroyed on that play. Oh my God.
Tis the season for football. Let's get it going.
Just crushed on a blitz. That Ravens linebacker
Whose fault
went
was it?
completely untouched.
Did
I
he
think
not-
it was his.
Did he not shift the protection?
Yes.
I bet you his ass will shift it next time.
I bet it will. He'll learn from his mistakes. But he was out for the rest of the game. He was supposed to play the first quarter and I think the first half of the second quarter, and they ended up going to Daniel Jones time. And I was like, oh, wow. They put up both of their records. They did like a dual
Both of whose
graphic.
records?
Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones, like their
Anthony
career
Richardson
records.
hadn't played.
I know he's missed 17 games.
All right,
Since
okay.
he was drafted in 2023. Daniel Jones is like 3-13 all time, which is somehow worse than I even
3-13
thought.
all time. Where?
Record. New York Giants.
No,
Daniel Jones.
that's not all time. He can't be 3-13 all time. Is he 3-13 all time? Why do I feel like Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones got a contract.
Oh, yeah, he's okay. So what
'Cause
was
he
the 3-13?
He had
what
to be
was
3-13.
I reading?
Was he 3-13
Yeah,
last
you're right.
year?
3-13. That would mean he only played 16
Yeah.
games. He must have been 3-13 last year.
Last
So it
year,
must have been
okay.
both of them from last year.
Okay.
Thank you. Numbers are difficult for me to conceptualize.
Well, listen, Jessica, you were out in the sun. We know that you don't
Yeah,
handle
I
the
was
heat real
delirious.
well. You were doing the push-ups with your face
24
down.
and 45 all time, which is
There we go.
also terrible.
Gosh.
Yeah,
that's all on you, dog.
That's why I said he died.
Like, why did you shift the protection left?
Football's back, baby.
Wow. Okay.
Jessica, text from my husband. Jessica, Daniel Jones has played like 5 seasons.
He got to
dude.
the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm
That
well aware.
was the thing that threw me off because he got to the playoffs and then they paid him.
Sometimes it's so crazy. I'll just say numbers as I see them, and I don't think that, like, I can't analyze numbers. That is not a strength of mine. So I'll just throw out a number without thinking through how on God's green earth would Daniel Jones be 3-13 all time when he's playing. When I think Daniel Jones was like my backup quarterback on a fantasy football team in 2021.
Yeah.
Anyway, all that said, I got to watch Daniel Jones and I got to watch Keaton Mitchell, a little backup running back for the Ravens. He had a nice big touchdown run.
Okay.
That was fun. One of their rookies had a kick return for a touchdown. That was nice. It was just, again, fun watching big plays on the football field by players that I will. Keaton Mitchell has a chance to. Derrick Henry is your RB1, but I liked Keaton Mitchell a lot. He played at East Carolina. He was in the American, and then he had an ACL tear that kept him out last season. But he's got good speed. And then the kid who did the young man who did the kick return for the touchdown, the broadcast was like, yeah, he's a real promising slot receiver. I'm like, he was drafted in the 6th round. He's a real promising slot receiver, are we sure? For the Ravens this year? But that's what those broadcasts do. They hyperbolize the opportunities for the players on the field. Ravens lost another player to, was it? No. It was the Colts. The Colts lost their rookie cornerback to an ACL tear. I hate seeing injuries in the preseason. Like, I'm glad Anthony Richardson isn't actually presumed to be missing a lot of time, but it just seems like such a bummer. You go through camp, you go through mini camp, you finally get to the preseason and game 1, you're out for the year. That feels so unfair.
That's
like,
unfortunate.
it's just
But like,
such a bummer.
injuries are going to happen.
Yeah.
So you got to go out. You got to go out there and play.
Yeah.
Got to go out there and practice. You got to go out there and play preseason action. Get your body ready for the NFL regular season. It sucks. You can try and prevent it the best way you can. But if your thought is, hey, we shouldn't have our guys out there at all during the preseason, I get you can't do that either.
They gave us a little window into the Bengals game at one point, and they just showed the Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase touchdown, and I said, that's real football. Give me more of that. They lost. Who cares? But Joe Burrow had 2 touchdown drives. So it was fun to see. I saw a lot of debate on the Bengals playing their starters and running Joe Burrow in a preseason game, but we discussed it yesterday. They're just trying to be more on top of it and ready week 1 so there isn't an acclimation period. And the best way to do that is get some live reps in the preseason. It might not be the most popular thing to do. And again, because it would absolutely stink if one of your starters got injured in a preseason game, but you gotta play.
You know what else also stinks? Being 0-6 the first 2 weeks of the season the past 3 seasons, right?
It stinks not being an MVP candidate because your team isn't competing for a division title and is trying to claw their way into a wild card spot.
Being 1-9 overall as a starting quarterback the first 2 weeks of the season, like that stinks. All right, and as great as Joe Burrow is, and as great as Chase and Higgins, and that Bengals franchise has been since all of them got there, they've got to start off better. And the way to do that is get you guys some reps in the preseason. Let's get it going. I'm not saying you got to play the whole game, but yeah, 2 or 3 drives is, I think, adequate. You get 3 preseason games, so do the same thing next one. And then the final preseason game, I'd still give them a drive. The last preseason game. Just one, just to say, all right, we're here. I may not one drive, maybe like 10 plays, right? So let's see, or seven plays, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you going 3 and out. It's like, okay, we're done here. No. Get your ass back out there. So 7-8 plays, and hopefully that helps them hit the ground running, because we talked about it some earlier this week. You're in an unforgiving division, man, with the Steelers and the Ravens. The Ravens are going to be good, borderline great. The Steelers find a way to be above average to good. Like, you've got to be good to get out of that division. And so we'll see if the playing in the preseason helps them at all start a bit faster this year.
The later game on NFL Network last night was Seahawks-Raiders.
I caught that one.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did not. I watched Aiden O'Connell drop back. Is that his name?
Yep.
All right. I remember him coming on the screen. I was like, oh, where did he play ball? Why do I know him? And why do I like him so much? And I found out he played at Purdue. I was like, oh, yeah, that's why I liked him so much, because he was good for giving us the football, baby. And what does he do? There is a man booty, butt naked ass open, like 3 steps past the defender. O'Connell, great pocket presence. He slides out of the pocket, then he slides up, he lets it fly, and throws that ball 3 yards short, just straight into the defender's hand.
That's so Aiden O'Connell.
Gosh.
Did Geno just play 1 series?
I guess so. He wasn't playing when I watched.
I watched he must have been playing when Genty was in.
Okay.
I watched a little bit of the Ashton Genty, underwhelming. You want your preseason hot takes. Underwhelming performance from rookie Ashton Genty. So much so that the Seattle Seahawks had a little troll job savage tweet early in the game and said some people are saying George Halani is the best running back from Boise State, because George Halani went undrafted out of Boise State last year. He had a 24-yard touchdown run in the first half for the Seahawks yesterday, one of 2 plays for over 20 yards in the first half, and they were able to get their jokes off because Ashton Genty had -1 yards on 3 carries. So not a great preseason performance. His offensive line looked atrocious. I asked CJ.
He also only had 3 carries.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay.
All of the above. Like, what are we doing? I love irrationality in the preseason. Like, okay, who's going to have a better season? Ashton Genty or George Halani? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to George Halani.
I don't know.
Who's the Seahawks RB1?
RB1 is Walker.
That's right.
Walker, and then Charbonnet is 2.
Yep.
They're the 1-2 up there.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, and George Halani is 3rd on the depth chart.
Special teams, here you come, kid. Keep going.
Keep on running.
Let's go.
Did you see the Marshawn Lynch stuff?
I saw they were showing Marshawn Bennett. Is it Marcus Bennett? The Bennett brothers. Whichever Bennett was playing.
Martellus Bennett.
Martellus. Whichever, he was on the call. And so
What's the other one?
Is it not Marcus? Metellus? Michael
Bennett.
There we go.
Bennett, thank you.
There we go. So he was on the call, and they would let him talk, and then they would show Marshawn in the back of the end zone with the camera, taking pictures and things like that. So I didn't see this part.
He stiff-armed this. I think that's Halani. He's like, don't touch my camera. I respect that. As somebody who once had to operate as a shooter on the sidelines, there is nothing scarier than when a giant football player is coming hurtling towards you. But Marshawn Lynch is also a giant former football player turned renowned actor in the esteemed movie Bottoms. If you haven't seen it, this is your reminder that he was fantastic in it. But now he's trying to be a photographer. I love multifaceted post-football playing career artist. Marshawn Lynch.
I hate that he can't play football anymore.
He's one of my favorite players to watch of all time.
Like that moment right there is Marshawn summed up. Everybody else would just, all you have to do.
Move. Okay, but it is also harder than just moving because it's happening so fast and you're focused on your camera and you're focused on protecting the equipment. You're trained, and Marshawn Lynch, professional photographer now, would be trained
Show the video again.
to be more concerned about the camera than himself because you don't want to break the camera.
He's down right here. Just step back. Everybody else is stepping back.
Well, he stepped in.
Marshawn is
Unnecessary
like,
roughness.
Lower
Penalty.
that shoulder one more time, dog.
It's like, I still got it. I still got it. Any preseason game that you will be particularly interested in this weekend?
Huh?
Yeah, that's a real question I just asked. Unfortunately, I want to watch Cam Ward.
Why?
Because.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Calvin Ridley as my keeper in my keeper league that I'm in, or Bo Nix. I'm picking between Bo Nix and Calvin Ridley.
Where's Ridley going?
I took Nix in the 8th last, so you get him where you took him, and I got Ridley off waivers, so waivers is in the 9th, and it's a 2 QB league, and you have to have 2 quarterbacks, and Bo Nix is one of the better running quarterbacks. I think what you want about the Broncos and Bo Nix, but from a fantasy football standpoint.
I'd be inclined to keep Bo Nix and not watch Cam Ward. If you gave me the option, hey,
But,
you're
okay,
either going and you
Cam
know
Ward
my
has to
stance,
throw to somebody all season.
You know my stance on Bo Nix.
I know,
right?
so I'm
if you're
shocked
giving me
by
the
this
option
immediate.
Of, hey,
it's kind of jarring to me,
keep
actually.
Bo Nix in your keeper league, or watch Cam Ward play a preseason game. I'm just going to keep Bo Nix.
I mean, I don't have to watch Cam Ward. I can see the highlights. I can listen to
even that.
people who are smarter than me analyze the fantasy football landscape afterwards. But I'm just intrigued. What if Cam Ward goes out there and is just like flinging bombs downfield?
I once saw the Detroit Lions go 4-0 in the preseason, and they went on to win.
I'm not talking about
one,
wins.
not 2, not 3. They went on to win 0 football games that season.
You're not
so
interested.
No.
You're not interested in watching the
No.
Shadur
No,
Sanders
God,
Cleveland
no,
Browns experience.
No, I'm not. No.
You don't want to see how he does. You don't want to see
No.
if he goes out there and puts on a show.
Puts on a show against what?
I don't even know
Third
who the Browns are
stringers?
playing.
Fourth stringers? I hope he
Browns
does.
are playing
Let me be clear.
the Panthers.
I hope
come
he
on.
does. Oh, the Panthers are playing their starters also. Never mind. So like that would be
At home.
That would be kind
That'd
of
be
interesting.
impressive.
That would be kind of interesting if he went
It's
out
on
there.
NFL Network.
threw
Again,
like
6 p.m. I love these 6 p.m.
75
kicks.
yards, no turnovers. Like I'll be okay.
You want to know?
That's kinda
I will be
interesting.
home at 6 o'clock tonight, and I will turn that on. I am inclined to check out Shadur Sanders starting for the Cleveland Browns in a preseason game. And that's a testament to Shadur Sanders, not the preseason, because it's a Friday night, and you would think that I would have more fun. But my plans are until 7 o'clock, so I'll be able to.
I'm Jessica. I'm young. I have plans.
I'm Jessica. I'm old. Having plans seems a little daunting, if we're being completely honest.
I
And I
just-
offered to drive.
Ooh.
I know. What am I doing?
Where you? How far?
I don't want to get my. I can't blow my spot.
Okay, my fault. You blow all the other spots. I canceled plans. I got home yesterday and sent out mass text messages to people. Was supposed to hang out with some folks Saturday and some other folks Sunday. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
At least you gave time.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to cancel plans as long as you give 24 hours notice.
I think it's fine to cancel plans before I leave the house. I can
No,
be.
if the
I can
other
be
person
dressed
if the other
and-
person is in the process of getting ready and those plans get canceled, then that's rude to the other person.
No, it's not.
Because
Not
that
for me.
person was probably sitting at home wishing that you would have canceled the plans yesterday, and it's like, dang, I really thought that I'd get a text
Also,
saying
we-
let's not do this.
We don't do the same. It doesn't take the same amount of stuff for us to get ready. All I'm doing.
It doesn't take me nearly as long as I speed race.
All I'm doing is putting on clothes. That is it.
I'm putting on clothes and mascara, so I have like one more
you
step,
got
and I
extra
brush
step.
through my hair.
2 extra steps, right?
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll get into the WNBA action from last night. We'll talk about the crime ring that is being reported, although they say they are done, or a spokesperson for them says that they are done throwing the Mean Greens onto the court. We'll get into that. Plus, Fever Mercury last night. A little bit of a spicy game between those two. We'll get into all that after a quick break.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
I guess so.
From what
you guys don't sound too excited. It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
I want to be phone positive.
Yeah. Want to be phone positive.
Or artists just making some paint up and they just
Looks like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a
Yeah,
thumbprint.
like-
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5. I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week
But they
3.
could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
They always
is
pull
always
some
like
crap like that.
Ole
you
Miss
know?
winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me. Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back. WNBA action last night. Let's start with the actual games before we get into the latest stupidity with the sex toy throwing, of which there was more last night and updates on the story. Fever Mercury game last night was not a good game. Mercury won 95-60. The Fever cut it to single digits right after halftime early in the third quarter, and then the Mercury just stepped on the gas, went on a 14-0 run, and ended up winning by 35 points. The Fever shot 34% in that game from the field, 23% from 3, 54% from the free throw line, and had 22 turnovers. It was one of, if not the worst game for the Fever of the season. Bad news for them. All their guards are injured. It is not just Caitlin Clark. You had Sid Colson get injured last night. Ari McDonald is dealing with a foot injury as well. That is bad news for a Fever team that is trying to find some organization with their offense. They had just an atrocious shooting night. Kelsey Mitchell was off. Everyone was off. Lexi Holmes had a couple really bad games in a row. It was Sophie Cunningham's return game, playing against the Phoenix Mercury, and so there was some intrigue there. She had a nice game, but the star of last night was Alyssa Thomas, and we were just talking about how Alyssa Thomas is the only WNBA player in history to have back-to-back triple-doubles. Now she has had back-to-back back-to-back triple-doubles as she had her third straight in last night's game with 18 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Alyssa Thomas is going to mess around and steal this MVP from Nafisa Collier if she keeps playing at this level and if the Mercury keep winning as they have been. No other WNBA player has ever done that before. It is just Alyssa Thomas. And in the last 3 games, she has had 41 points, 33 rebounds, and 32 assists. It was cool. I think that her final assist that got her into triple-double territory was a pass to DeWanna Bonner, who hit a 3. So the connectivity, obviously, they are a couple. And so to have that moment between the two of them was very cool. But Alyssa Thomas has been awesome. And especially with Nafisa Collier being hurt right now, it did feel as if it was Nafisa Collier's MVP to lose. I mean, we've been calling it MVP for the majority of this season. And it's no disrespect to Nafisa Collier, who's been tremendous for the Lynx and the #1 team in the WNBA this season and the front runners to win a WNBA championship. But like Alyssa Thomas has just been awesome. The fact that we're even having a conversation is a testament to AT.
She's been awesome, and the team success is now showing as well. Where and the team has been, they hadn't been losing a bunch of games. I'm not saying that, but they've been around 3rd or 4th in the W for, as far as I can recall, like most of the season. Well, now you look at the standings, and I think they're either half game back or a half game up on the Liberty Force, that second spot. And so now it becomes, okay, here's the first best, here's the best team, here's the second best team, and they both got incredible players with incredible stats. Now we can just sort of look at the stats because the team success is there for both of these franchises right now. Both of those women, AT and Nafisa Collier, are playing outside of their minds, coupled with their team's success. She has played her way squarely into the MVP conversation. I'm not saying that if the season ended right now, I'd vote for her as MVP, but she is there. It was for most of the year Nafisa Collier way up here and then everybody else sort of down here trying to chase it down. Well, now it's boom, neck and neck. Those two are your clear 1 and 2 in the MVP race, 1A, 1B. Yeah. And listen, it would be remiss of me to say, the Atlanta Dream played last night. Niles Hillman had a really good game. That makes me happy. But Alicia Gray did
25 points.
Drop 25.
25 points.
Listen, man, I understand.
You still whispering?
It's back to a whisper.
It's a little whisper.
It's back to a whisper, but
just a little whisper. But I'll say that the Atlanta Dream are actually tied with the Phoenix Mercury in the standings. And they're both a half game behind the New York Liberty.
4 straight. Yeah. The Dream has won 4 straight. Yeah. Now, I don't know what Alicia can do.
It was against the Sky last night.
You gotta be who you gotta be. I don't listen.
Play the team in front of you.
That's all you can do. I don't know what Alicia can do to get neck and neck with those other two, but she's having a hell of a season. Yes, hell of a season.
She is.
Alicia MVP.
She is. DeWanna Bonner had a great game last night as well, playing against the Fever. There's always going to be a little extra.
Can I get them in the playoffs?
Now.
Can I get them in the playoffs?
Fever Mercury.
Can I get a round of that? Can I get a round of that? I know we're not capable of handling that as
a society.
No, we are not.
Because here's the thing. So DeWanna Bonner had 23 points last night, season high for DeWanna Bonner. 7 rebounds, played 23 minutes. If you are a diehard Fever fan, you are allowed to hate DeWanna Bonner.
Yes.
Because that is what sports is. She came to be something for that team. She wasn't that thing. She disappeared. She left the team. You don't be an a-hole, but you can sports hate DeWanna Bonner.
You can be an asshole. Don't be bigoted.
Don't Perfect. Be bigoted. Thank you. That is the appropriate line designation. Yeah. Don't be racist. Don't be homophobic. Don't be sexist. Don't be bigoted. But you can hate DeWanna Bonner.
Yes,
you get a full pass. Yes. You boo. You do whatever you want. But if you're not a Fever fan and you have, for whatever reason, been influenced to think that DeWanna Bonner just did this total screw job on the Fever,
I mean,
did you listen to her press conference last night?
Principalities and such. Right?
Listen to her press conference.
Some people stand on principles, Jessica.
I'm so sorry that I have feelings and I try to listen to these players and I try to be as empathetic as possible.
You're an unprincipled person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say I have too many principles. Sometimes my principles are principals. You can't have that many pals.
What was the press conference, though? I missed that.
Well, she talked about, she really kind of went into it for the first time, just about how she when she stepped away, she spent time with her kids, and her kids reminded her, one, that life is short and life is fun, and her kids don't like know anything that's going on behind the scenes, and this idea that she ended up back in Phoenix because that is the environment that she needed. What she was going through, she looked at Phoenix, and even if Alyssa wasn't in Phoenix, it's a place where she spent 10 years. There's a familiarity there. The fans are still there. The love is still there. And she's like, that's what I needed. And whatever she was going through, like, I don't know. I root for people to have an opportunity to go to places where they feel better at the end of the day. And it's like we all have to muddle through places we don't want to be or work environments that you don't want. And 100%, could she have handled the situation with the Fever better? Yes. But she also seems to have been in a situation for whatever reason it ends, and I hope someday we find out, but we might not. But that ended up not being an environment that she wanted to be in anymore. And last night she said, like, it has taken her some time to feel happy playing basketball again. And when you're miserable, you can do some weird stuff. And I don't know, I look at DeWanna Bonner's career in totality, and this seems like, for whatever reason, it did not work between those two parties. That happens in business, that happens in life. And it's been nice to see her have this opportunity with the Mercury to get back to being the DeWanna Bonner that we've known in the WNBA in years past. But again, if you're a Fever fan, you can still be like, I hate this person.
And if you're a principal person, she quit.
She quit.
She quit.
Yeah, she quit.
And so, listen.
I think two things can be true.
Okay.
You can sit here and say she quit, and you can also sit here and say clearly she has found herself in an environment where she feels happy again. And isn't that all any of us want in this life?
No.
Okay.
No, you have
My
to.
bad. I'm so sorry.
You have to overcome the miserableness in the
Or just sit in the misery.
sit in the misery, overcome the
Yeah.
adversity. That's what we. That's what we want.
That is what we
That's what we
strive
want. We are
for
not-
as a society.
And how dare you, a person who can and has the ability to change their circumstances, change your circumstances.
Yeah.
We don't like that, because a lot of us are sitting in bad jobs.
Yeah.
And we just don't have any way out of it.
But if you have a way out of it,
if you had a way out of it, you
would do it.
You take the way out.
If
right?
you had the
Like, if you were-
financial opportunities and a path out of it, every single one of us would be like, what keeps you in a bad job 9 out of 10 times?
No
you
option.
need the money and you need the security, or you need the benefits, or you don't. Yeah, no options. So here someone had an option, and it wasn't a very righteous option when it comes to what it meant for the Fever. But it was an option.
Listen, if you could, or if you're miserable at your job and you could leave, you could quit your job and then just go get another one, and you knew you could get another one, you would do it. You would do it. Damn it, 2 weeks. You would just no call, no show, or you would show up and barely work and force them to let you go. Like, that's just how this works. And we get upset when we see athletes do that, because it's like, how dare you have that type of pull and that type of power?
There is a level
How
of
dare
jealousy
you?
sometimes.
How dare you?
Yeah.
DeWanna
But you can
Bonner.
also, I mean, we look at sports as a conduit to how you're supposed to act in life, right? Like, you should be a good teammate. You should be honorable to a team.
How do you be a good teammate
If you're miserable.
when maybe teammates aren't good to you? Right? Like, how does that work?
That's what we don't know.
And listen,
We don't know behind the
I'm
scenes.
not talking about this situation
Sure.
at all. I'm just creating a workplace situation where I've been places where it's all right, I'm being a good teammate.
Yeah.
The people around me aren't.
Yes.
How do I navigate that?
Yes.
And the way I navigated it was I left. What are you talking about? I got the hell up out of there. I'm like, geez,
I
I'm
went
gone.
to a lot of therapy, and then I eventually was like, oh, I should leave this environment.
Quitting. 2 weeks. Here you go. Goodbye.
Yeah,
I got another job.
Most of us have all been there in some capacity. But now you have me hoping for a Mercury Fever, because I love drama and I love mess. I
love watching us melt down.
Yes.
We've gone pretty low as a society, and I know we can go lower. And I feel like a Mercury versus Fever matchup
could
would
take us to the
drive
depths.
us down.
Yeah, we're
another
not
level.
getting Fever Sky. That's so yesterday.
Oh, no, that's
so yesterday.
That's what it is.
The Fever Sky week 1 discourse that drove me off Twitter for over a month. Phew,
that's gone.
we could really usurp
Imagine what
horrific
this
times.
is going to do. Imagine.
Well, Maybe we can all come together
for
the discourse against the sex toys and the crime
the
ring.
sex toy mafia.
Yeah, the SFM.
There we go.
STM.
There you go.
I don't know what SFM was. STM is the toy.
STM, there you go.
Or the DM. The Dildo Mafia.
There we go. I was wondering if you were going to say it.
I whispered it.
Okay.
As we discussed earlier this week, already past the point of being remotely funny, and I know that I did joke a little bit about it being a crime ring and that I was waiting to decide if it was a hate crime, and I am ready to declare it a gender-based hate crime. But imagine my surprise when I pulled into my parking lot last night and my phone went off and I get breaking news updates from the New York Times, which includes the breaking news updates from The Athletic. And the following email popped up on my screen that said, breaking news, WNBA sex toy incidents may be a stunt. Recent incidents may be connected to a crypto scheme. All of this for a crypto scheme?
Crypto bros are the worst.
Crypto bros will ruin us all. Anyway, we find out, according to The Athletic, that this appears to be a coordinated effort, hence crime ring. The meme coin community, quote, Green Dildo Coin, appears to be behind the instances, using the moments to drive up the value of its cryptocurrency. Quote, this is a movement to me to empower the average effing teacher. I hate it here.
You couldn't see your face, and the people at home couldn't see your face as you were
When
reading
I read
that. When you read the green dildo, Bitcoin, whatever the hell, your eyes rolled all the way back to the medulla oblongata.
Yeah.
It rolled all the way back here when you read that.
It's like, you know those like googly eyes they're using in the new John Nike commercials? It's like my eyes popped out and then rolled back into my head. That's how I felt in that moment. The coin's value has tripled. So this was a coin that apparently was created back on July 28th, which was one day before the first sex toy was thrown in a game. So coin gets created, first incident happens. As of yesterday, the coin's value had tripled, so mission accomplished. This was all, I guess, discovered during an audio live stream on X, which it's always these weird corners of the internet are full of anonymity, and so it's hard to find like specificities of who, what, when, where, why. But I guess these, I'm gonna say guys, because I assume, were celebrating the moment it was thrown. And then when the one happened where did it hit Sophie Cunningham or was it close to hitting Sophie Cunningham? I saw both.
I could
Regardless,
see,
the one involving Sophie
angle,
Cunningham.
I didn't see it.
Someone on the stream celebrated it as being the best case scenario. One, because I feel like Sophie Cunningham is having a moment with her podcast and, you know, being on the fever, and also because she had tweeted, please stop throwing these, someone's gonna get hurt. And so they saw it as a like huge bonus that somebody who had gone out and specifically said, please stop doing this, then was a part of one of their incidents. I really hate this. Like, we got to the point yesterday where the son of the president of the United States, like, tweeted out a meme of the president on the roof of the White House throwing a green dildo down onto a WNBA basketball court. So real great job protecting women in sports. I know that's a really big, constant priority for a lot of people out there. Cheryl Reeve was really pointed in talking about it yesterday. Like, this is the sexualization of women, and this is how women are constantly held down, and we do it again and again. And I know it's something so stupid like a meme coin creation, but it's such an odd experience to be a woman, because when something like this happens, at least for me, I won't speak for everybody, but my first instinct is to laugh. Because for me, laughter diffuses the hurt of something, or I don't know, I love to laugh. I love jokes. But then you start, like days later, you're like, I laughed at this. I've been trained to laugh at things like this because I'm not supposed to take them seriously. But in reality, this is hate towards women. This is misogyny. This is people throwing sex toys on women's basketball courts, professional women's basketball courts. Not that they should be thrown anywhere, but like...
You want them to throw it on high school courts?
No, okay. I would prefer for them not to be thrown, period. But there's a reason why these people are... There's a reason why someone would make a meme coin directed to this, because they think it's a hee-hee-ha-ha funny, because making sex jokes about women has always been funny and has always been profitable. And so here we are again. There's a reason why they're not throwing dildos out at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Don't do that. But they do say, this group says they're done with this stunt, I think is what they're calling it. And they will be looking for more opportunities to do bigger events where they get caught on camera or they purposefully find a way to get on camera and then do some big like gotcha moment. You're all gross. We are in the worst timeline, and this just reinforces
Like
that.
at a certain
but
point,
I hope we're done.
At a certain point, you're supposed to grow out of some of this.
No.
And you.
I mean, yes, you're supposed to.
It doesn't seem like we are. You remember the good old
Gee,
days?
I wonder why the male loneliness epidemic is at an all-time high. Sorry.
Hey, listen. If you weren't so effing dweeby, like you probably wouldn't be so lonely.
Yeah.
If you were a better person, you wouldn't be this way. Remember the good old days when we just had to worry about streakers?
Yeah.
They would just run onto the field, run around for a little bit,
God,
get
I love the
tackled,
threat of a
and
streaker.
then be done.
I was kind of
Wanted to.
unpopular take. No, not kind of wanted to. I respected a streaker. The body positivity that it takes to confidently get buck naked.
Throw your own
throw
penis
your
onto
body.
the field. Yeah.
That's your body, your choice.
Yes.
Throwing it onto the field in that situation. One, also like flirting with the idea. I've always wondered. I've never spoken to a streaker. I would love to interview one someday and think like, did you really think you could outrun security? Like, did you have the hubris to believe that your speed was enough to get away with it? Or did you do it knowing you would be caught? Was it like a suicide mission? Just for attention, which it probably was.
For attention.
Remember when they stopped putting streakers on TV because they didn't want to give them attention?
Yeah.
That's probably what they need to do with the dildo crisis.
Just call timeout, go to break.
Because there were two more. I'm sorry, I forgot. There were two more last night. One of them made it on the court. I think the other one was a failed attempt.
Okay.
At the Dream game.
Like, come on, man. It doesn't call for that. Stop throwing things on fields and on courts, first off. Second off.
No.
Like, stop throwing dildos at people. What is wrong with you? Gosh. First time.
I don't even like them at bachelorette parties.
Well, now we're talking about something else completely different.
I know.
Because it's straws, it's gummies, it's
I don't need the
hard
straw.
candy. They're
I don't
everywhere.
need the confetti. Someone
There's
threw confetti at me
confetti?
one. I showed up to a bachelorette party once, and someone's like, "Welcome," and I'm like, "Ooh, confetti," and then I'm like, "Ah!" I thought this was a girls' weekend.
Random little
Yeah.
bits. Okay.
They are little bits. The people doing this all have little bits. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some Music Friday, what we're listening to. A great Mariah Carey interview dropped yesterday that I thoroughly enjoyed. We'll get into that, some new music that dropped today, and a surprising television show revival that I have discovered thanks to its album dropping today. I had no idea it existed. I'll tell you what it is when we come back.
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
The FedEx St. Jude Championship at TPC Southwind, first of the 3 playoff events.
Watch me take flight. It's a different sight when you take it to this height. And you know this. We them boys step into the wars, ready to give me my awards. See, I got them starstruck. I got nothing to lose, so I'm letting it loose. I ain't paying my dues. I got them starstruck.
You get to the main event. And you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes me off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Did you know the Grizzlies were going to try to get up and get you?
No, I have no clue. I thought the Grizzlies loved me when I worked out because it was like super fun and everything was, just natural. We were just having a conversation. It wasn't like said, what's your favorite color and, like all that stuff.
What's your favorite color?
It wasn't interview.
First date type vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't interview questions. It was just like, hey man, how you doing? Like, and it was just real easy to talk to him. It was real easy to talk to Coach Thomas.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. Before we get into Music Friday, CJ, a new dawn is upon us. Texas Tech beats out all the SEC schools for the number 2 player in the 2027 recruiting class.
You said Don and not Dawn, and I was like, oh, is there a Don Trump the third? What is happening here?
No,
I didn't know somebody.
Braun.
Okay.
Dawning of a new era.
Yeah.
LaDamian Guyton is a 5-star edge rusher, a Georgia native, and he is committed to Texas Tech. A win for the Red Raiders, who, if you have been paying attention, are spending all the money to try to level up through both the transfer portal and through high school recruiting. He is expected to receive, according to The Athletic, a 3-year deal worth up to $3.5 million. He will make $900,000 in year 1, $1.2 million in year 2, and $1.4 in year 3.
Hey, that's how you level up, man. If you don't got the money, I don't know what to tell you. Wow. You stand on your championships, I stand on my wallet, dog. Let's see who's taller.
His finalists were Texas Tech, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Okay.
Beating Kirby Smart and Georgia for a hometown kid is proof that we are in new territory. And if you do pony up the money, you could be like the ponies at SMU and buy your way into a new conference, or you can buy yourself a huge roster.
That's what money does. Let's get it going. Michigan just paid $10 million for a freshman quarterback, got the number 1 quarterback in the nation. Why did he go to Michigan? One, because of their prolific pass game. It's not like JJ was hurling the ball up and down the field. Hell, I watched Michigan play. I think they completed 5 forward passes last year. It's not like they were throwing the ball all over the place. He chose Michigan because they're like, yo, we got $10 million for you, dog. He said, okay, cool, I'm coming through.
Is that Nijah Kennedy coming back for another year, the softball player? Because that's the last time we talked about the Texas Tech
I'm pretty
money
sure she's back
influx.
for next year.
And it's oil money, isn't it?
I just assume everybody in Texas is oil money.
We went through that guy, and I'm pretty sure it's oil money. Yeah. And I think he's pretty young, too. Like, the main driver. There's obviously others as well, but kind of the main person responsible for this influx of money. Because their basketball team, I think their basketball roster is like a couple $1 million. Mm-hmm. Big softball acquisition, big football future. I'm not ready for Texas Tech. What's their little sign again? I just went with a finger gun there. It is a gun.
I have no.
That's how
irrelevant Texas Tech has been.
2 girls from my high school went and cheered at Texas Tech.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
They wanted to be a cheerleader. They made the cheer team.
They couldn't.
But so they would always throw up the sign on their Instagram, and now I can't remember what it is.
It was Michael Crabtree. Who else was good from Texas? Is that where Patrick went? Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, he was responsible in he called that Nijah Kennedy. That was part of that.
And then here recently, basketball has been pretty good.
Okay, it's the guns up. It's a single finger.
Okay.
That's an L to me. That's a loser. But if you slightly adjust it.
Because it's Texas Tech.
But now, okay, this is Texas Tech without money. This is Texas Tech with money. Please don't kill me, Texas Tech. It's a joke.
No,
it's just a joke.
They cocked that gun when they got that money.
It's just a joke.
They cocked that.
You went from dish to dish.
And you're going to keep doing it. Clip it. I hope they find you.
I don't want them. I don't like. They have money. They're scary now.
Oh, now they're scary.
All right.
No, before we leave the Texas Tech side of it all, no Big 12 team is near the blue chip rating, and the blue chip rating is the rating you got to have. You got to have a certain percentage of 4 and 5 stars to win a championship and to compete for a championship. And no Big 12 team is close to that right now. And the team in the Big 12 that is closest is Texas Tech, but they're still like 3 or 4 years away from cracking that rating. Also, I think this year, 17 teams had more players drafted than the entire Big 12 conference. If I got that right. I'd have to grab my notebook and double check that, but there were maybe 13 or so teams. Somewhere between 13 and 17 teams had more players drafted than the entire Big 12 conference. So if Texas Tech is bringing in all of this type talent because they can afford it, they're going to run the Big 12.
Wow. Huh. I wonder who wins the Big 12 this year.
Arizona State, easy. Bring back the...
They're not the pick.
Well, that everybody else is wrong. Bring back everybody on the offensive line. Bring back a quarterback who was pretty good last year. Bring back the number 1 receiver on the team and the number 1 receiver returning in the Big 12. Defense is going to be solid. There's a lot of production returning on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, Arizona State. They're missing
It's
Scatterboo.
between Arizona State and Kansas State. If Retzlaff had gone back to BYU, I think you could have made an argument for that. But they lose him. I think they have a freshman presumed quarterback. Big 12 football.
Does Utah have a quarterback?
No,
is Cam Rising is
finally Cam Rising is finally retired. He's medically retired.
Okay.
For now.
Listen.
He's like, I have 1 more year of eligibility. I can drag myself onto this football field. Some Music Friday to get us into the weekend. Funny clip of the week. Mariah Carey was doing an interview with BBC Radio. I wish I could show it, but I don't know what the copyright rules are with BBC, and it feels wrong to get in international waters going into the weekend.
Don't let BBC get us in trouble.
I don't want the BBC to ever get me in trouble. That's my mission every single day. But Mariah Carey was asked if she would fancy going to space like Katy Perry, and this was news to Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey was unaware that Katy Perry had gone to space, which solidifies my belief that celebrities don't know anything that's going on in the world. Like, they just live in their bubbles that they want. No, that's what I would do. I would have no social media. Someone would run my socials, unless I wanted to like have TikTok for a fun. I would have like a burner TikTok account where I had my algorithm perfect and could look at the things that entertain me while I'm going to the bathroom. But other than that, I wouldn't want to be on socials. I wouldn't feel the need. I would check out. And so, of course, I wouldn't know that Katy Perry was on the Blue Origin trip to space with Gayle King and the Amazon not heir. What do you call the wife of Jeff Bezos?
She was the wife?
Well, she was the fiance at the time.
She was
now
the
they're
fiance,
married.
okay.
Anyway, whatever her name is. But so Mariah Carey was just like, it's such a goofy thing to look at because she's like incredulous and genuinely confused that Katy Perry went to space. And then he explains it to her and she's like she was floating? He's like, yeah, she went to space. And she's like, wow, I'm not mad at her. That's amazing. And eventually it gets back to, okay, well, would you go to space, Mariah Carey? And she goes, no, I think I've done enough. Like, diva down. Like, I love divas. We don't make them like Mariah Carey anymore. I'm grateful that Mariah Carey is marked safe from space.
2 divas.
Who?
Swift and
They're not
Beyonce.
divas.
They are.
I mean, I know Beyonce, a diva is the female version of a hustler.
Of a hustler.
Of a hustler. I wouldn't call them, they don't have the same, they're too outwardly good.
Oh.
You have to be.
Give us a moment or two of just like, no, I'm better than everybody else.
They could both do it.
Yeah.
Because when I think of a diva too, it's usually in that like 30s to 40s when they like really find their confidence and their footing. Some divas are divas through and through. Mm-hmm. Like I think Mariah Carey has always been a diva. But there's like sunglasses inside on a regular basis. Like demeaning the help.
But like not outright demeaning them.
No, just enough where you're like,
Just-
I don't think
that-
she treats people very well.
Like that comment from Mariah, no, I've done enough.
Yes.
Is like, has Katy Perry not done enough? Right? Like, no, I
didn't even think of that. Yeah,
that's
subtle shade
that's the diva.
to all
And
the
it's not-
people around.
It's not on purpose. It's not. She's not trying to go out of her way to hurt somebody's feelings.
Like, I'm trying to
It
think
is
who the
just-
closest thing we have to an actual living. Like, Chappell Roan is a little too Gen Z with it, but she has diva. Because a part of being a diva is just like standing up for yourself and not abiding to societal standards that a woman should be.
Roan can get
should
there.
follow rules.
What's up with
essentially.
Cyrus?
No, she's not a diva.
Okay.
She's like gone too into the folksy.
You could be you telling me that you don't think Dolly is a diva?
Someone in the chat says they've met Ariana Grande twice. Diva! I think Cynthia Erivo is a diva.
Cynthia Erivo is one.
I think Cynthia Erivo is
She might be something else because she might legit be me. She might be an evil diva.
Yeah, but she has, because you have to have the accolades with it too. And Cynthia Erivo, post Wicked, is like superstar status enough. Because she used to be niche diva.
Yeah.
Huh.
You
I'll
can
have
have
to
good
give this
divas
some
and
thought.
bad divas, and Erivo,
Yeah.
I think, trends closer to the evil diva.
Like, see, this is the problem. If I Google current divas, you want to know what comes up?
Who?
WWE roster. Every woman on the WWE roster. Women in WWE. Today's women's superstars are awesome in WWE, but divas. We got to bring it back. Diva can't be associated with wrestling. Diva has to be associated with being a star.
A what?
A star. I need Patti LaBelle saying, "Where are my backup singers?" That's diva energy.
You know who I think has the diva energy, and we'll see over time if it can. You got to reach a certain level, and maybe she is there right now. I think Asia's got some of that.
Really?
I think Asia's got some of that up in her.
I don't.
And maybe I'm stereotyping because of the sorority she's in, but I think
That feels inappropriate.
she's got some of that. Where it is that the snobbiness, the nose up, the looking down at.
I don't see that at all.
All right.
Because have we ever had a diva in sports?
We've had a lot of prima donnas.
We have. Mostly men.
Only men. What are we talking about?
All right. Other music stories from
divas.
this week. Wait, speaking of Katy Perry, I forgot. I have a note to tack on to last week's conversation about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau's reported rumored relationship. I ended up on a deep dive of Justin Trudeau. Don't ask why. But his mother was like a celebrity chaser. His mom had affairs with Jack Nicholson, with Ryan O'Neal.
Let's go.
And she was buddies. They won't go as far as saying she had an affair with him, but like Ted Kennedy.
Turn up.
And there's a long-standing conspiracy theory that she had an affair with Fidel Castro.
Go get
Which
it.
I am not saying. I'm just saying there's a conspiracy theory.
Go get it, Mama Trudeau.
I was like, oh, he was born in these fires. It makes sense that he would gravitate towards a Katy Perry. That makes sense. All right, let's get into some new music that came out. I was unaware that there was a new Proud Family show. What? Were you aware of this?
Yeah, we talked about the first season. Is there a second season now?
Yes.
I didn't know the
I
second
thought
season
it was
had
a
come
one
out.
and done situation.
I thought so too.
It's not just a second season, CJ. It's season 3?
Oh.
The Proud Family Louder and Prouder? We're back with another one? Anyway, they released a album with it, and I listened to it briefly. There's a Neo song, there's a Keke Palmer song, and there's a Kirk Franklin collaboration, amongst others. It just sounded like an album made for a TV series, and I had to turn it off immediately. Like, it sounded like something I would have loved
When you were a kid.
when I was a kid, or even like as a teenager, and I would have added it, and then someday I'd be doing this show and I'd be going through my songs and that Neo song would pop up and you'd be like, you have to delete that song. There is no value in that song being on your list. So, but anyway, I will have to check out Proud Family Louder and Prouder season 3.
This weekend is not music related, but the new Black Panther TV series is on Disney Plus, and so I'm the new Wakanda series. I forget what it's called, but I'm gonna have to sit down
and watch
and consume that. And now I'll probably sit down and consume, because I enjoyed the first season of Proud Family Louder, Prouder, whatever the hell it's called. I enjoyed the first season, so I'll watch a couple of those too.
If I get through anything, I gotta watch this dumb Hunting Wife show. I'm determined to finish it by Tuesday so I can have an effective TV Tuesday conversation about it. It's crazy.
What's crazy about it?
There's just a lot of sex.
Turn up.
But it's like all the worst
Like
stereotypes.
Bridgerton sex?
No.
Okay.
Like gun-toting
sex? Like we're just in the bedroom,
yeah, there
guns?
are okay, not
Texas
sex,
Tex?
but like at one point it's like this NRA supporting Texas woman teaching this woman who just moved from Boston how to shoot a gun, and it's weirdly erotic.
Let's go.
It's so strange, and there's obvious jealousy. I'm one episode in to this party, but I have heard from the people that this is like the guilty. Like it's not good, but you can't turn away. It's that bad. So I will continue to watch The Hunting Wives on Netflix and let you know how it is. As far as albums I've been listening to, the new Metro Boomin album is really good.
I listened to parts of it.
Did you like it or no?
The new Metro Boomin album is really good if you are of a certain
Is
age.
that it?
I heard it and immediately was like, oh, this is a flashback.
Felt very nostalgic.
To like 07, 08, 09.
That would be
maybe.
why I like it.
And is it called Futuristic? What is it?
Futuristic Summer. Hold on.
Okay.
Futuristic Summer?
Yeah, I think so. Why you say summer like that? You can put the hard ER on summer, Jessica.
It's spelled SUMMA.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm calling it by its government name.
By its
It
government
is
name?
Futuristic Summer. Thank you.
All right.
But if you want me to summer it, if you want me to...
Listen, if his mama named it summer, then you
futuristic
call it summer. It's not futuristic. It's past.
It's pastoristic.
It's past. Because they're young Dro, I do believe, is on there. I think I heard Wayne on there. Who else was on that? Gucci Mane was on there. There was a track. I was like, is that Roscoe Dash rapping? I'm not sure if it is Roscoe or not, but it sure as hell sounds like that type of flow. And all of that stuff is from the late aughts, the late 2000s, from like 08 to 2010. So
Wayne is on a lot of it.
I've enjoyed listening to it. So if I'm like 7 or 8 songs in, I got to bop about down here a little bit later on. It'll be what I listen to. So if you are 32-ish
It hits in a nice
to
little sweet
like
spot.
46-ish, 47-ish, you're gonna love it. If you're a child, you probably aren't gonna like it. So I don't know, man. Give
Or
it a
they'll
listen
like
and find
it.
out.
We had the good music.
We did.
And the kids like our music. It's okay.
When
They
you want
can
to
keep
get
it.
when you want to get the club going, you're playing songs from that era.
Exactly.
You're playing "Wipe Me Down."
Yes.
You're playing some Roscoe Dash song. You might be playing No Hands, some Waka
Yes.
Flocka. You're gonna be playing some Gucci.
You're playing
You're
low.
playing low.
Yeah.
Flow
Get
Rider?
Low. Or low, Flow Rider.
Okay.
But you're playing Get Low.
Okay, Windows to the Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweat
absolutely.
drips down my...
Ball.
All these...
They crawl.
I hate when they've changed it. I can't even say that. I hate that it's females.
Why you can't say females?
Because I don't like it.
Oh.
I don't like to be called a female.
Well, what are you?
I'm a woman. I'm a woman. All right. That'll do it for today's show. We just got the Food Truck Friday.
What is it?
Everyone here loves the Food Truck Friday. Got Delta Soul Eats. Odd smash and grab. I'm going. And Primal Flames. My apologies to Primal Flames and Delta Soul Eats, but I have been waiting to get an odd smash burger forever. It is like one of my elusive food items in this city. This is huge. I'm gonna make a TikTok. I can't wait. I'll see everybody down at Food Truck Friday. I think it's back where it normally is. I hope. You weren't here last week for it. Had to walk all the way to the other side of the building.
Over there on the back?
All the way to the
Church?
back.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy your preseason football. Enjoy your WNBA action. Lynx Liberty on Sunday. That's a fun game that we'll be able to talk about coming out next weekend. And if you're going out to TPC Southwind, FedEx St. Jude Championship, I will be back out there tomorrow. Come say hi. It was wonderful meeting a lot of people out there yesterday. Always a good time. Stay cool, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.